Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Concept Dash. Today, we'll just take a few minutes to go over real quickly the idea of errors in Python. So, one of the most common reasons, or I should say, the most common reason why an error occur in Python is when a certain statement is not in accordance with the prescribed usage. Such an error is called a syntax error, for example. So the Python interpreter immediately reports it, usually along with the reason. So let's go ahead, for example, and create a syntax error if we can. So uh, let's call a print statement, and do remember we're using here Python 3.8, right? It's important to know the Python version that you're using because, for example, what I'm about to do is totally acceptable in Python 2.7, but is not acceptable in Python 3.8. So, for example, we say print hello. Right? If we try to run this code, it gives us a syntax error saying parentheses are missing in the call to print. And then because I'm using PyCharm's Professional Edition, we see here where it makes a suggestion as to do we mean to write print hello in parentheses. So if we do that, then our bug is fixed and it prints hello. Again, in Python version 3, 3.0 and up, print is a built-in function that requires parentheses. Before 3.0, parentheses were not needed, right? So in Python version 3 and up, this concept violates the usage and ends result in a syntax error. Many times, though, a program results in an error after it is run, right? And it doesn't have to be a syntax error, right? There are so many different types of errors in Python. For example, I won't be able to go through all of them, but there are overflow errors, name errors, memory errors, key errors, index errors, um, generator exits, floating point errors, and many, many more. I do want to show you just a few of these errors at work. So let's show you a index error. Now, an index error is thrown when you're trying to access an item that is at an invalid index. So let's say, for example, L1 is equals to 1, 2, 3, and then we try to print L1 index 3. Now, as you can see, this is clean code. There is no error in the syntax. It's important to understand the different errors and what they mean. So from the looks of this, it is syntactically correct. So let's go ahead and run this and see what we get. Oh, we get a index error. It says list index is out of range. Why? So list index is out of range because our index does not start at 1, right? It says 3. You would think, oh, there is a 3 in here. Yes, there is a 3 in here. However, we cannot directly print the number 3. What we will refer to is the index, and the index is a location for a certain value in a list. An index always starts at 0. In computing, we always start at 0. We count from 0 onward. And so we will have 0 represents 1, 1 for 2, and 2 for 3. So if we change this from 3 to 2, then we will expect it to print the number 3, which it does. So that is how indexed work. Another common error that I've personally seen, I've come across it myself when writing code, it's called the module not found error. Now, this happens when you're trying to import a module that doesn't exist. Not that it doesn't exist in the world of programming, it just doesn't exist in the, I would say, the development area that you're working with. So let's say, for example, I'm importing user. All right. So if I'm trying to import user, and then let's say, for example, I print user dot first. Now, if I run that, it does give me a module not found error because it doesn't. In this project, it cannot find a module by the name of user. One way to fix this, we could create that module ourselves. So let's go ahead and create this module, user. We could say first equals Chad. Now if we go, it does print Chad because that's what first is. So again, if a particular module does not exist in the project that we're working with, then it will give a module not found error. Another common error is the key error. So the key error is thrown when a particular key is not found, especially when we're working with a dictionary. So let's say, for example, dic1 is equals to, I don't know, say 1, then 2. No. And let's do another one. 3. Okay. So let's show you just a couple of things here. So let's print F1 key. Let's do key 2. And let's also print F1 at key 4. Now, let's see what happens. So the way dictionary works, the first value is a key, or I should say the first item is a key, and then the second item is its value, right? So let's run this and see what we get. Good. So for the first print statement, we are trying to access the value with key number 2, with key 2, which is Miguel. And as you can see, it correctly outputs Miguel. The second print statement, we are trying to print the value with key 4. Well, there is no value here with key 4, and so it gives a key error because that key does not exist. Let's look at another error. Another common error is type error. And type error, I've seen this so many times. It, in my own opinion, it's more common to see a type error than any other type of error, especially when dealing with formulas or calculations and so on. So let's say, for example, item, let's use a number. So let's use a large number, 8734, 8,734. And then we have num equal to another large number of 9,253. Okay, those are perfectly fine variables, right? Alright, let's now print item, or actually, let's make this just a bit easier. Let's just do a print, and let's say 8,734, and let's add that to 9,253, right? Let's go ahead and print the following. Wow! It gives us a type error. And what does it say? It says can only concatenate string to string, not int to string. What is it talking about? What we're trying to do is the math. We're trying to do 8,734 plus 9,253. Ooh, wait, what's going on here? Well, as you can see, 8,734 is enclosed in quotations, which immediately converts it to a string. One way we could do this is just by removing the parentheses and rerunning our program, which does the math for us and gives us the result 17,987. Now, another method I wanted to show was the first method. So our item 8,734 and our num 9,253. So if we go item num, it will also give us a type error. Another way rather, in which we can solve this without moving the quotation is to tell the interpreter to interpret this string as an int, doing the following. So we're explicitly setting this value to be an integer, right? And then we run the following and we get 17,987. One last error that I want to show is the value error. And what is the value error? Well, the value error is like this. For example, we are trying to do a math problem. And we have XYZ, and we're trying to convert XYZ into an integer, and we're trying to add that to this integer. So if we run that, we do get a value error saying invalid literal for int with base 10, XYZ. The interpreter cannot associate XYZ with any integer, right? It just doesn't exist. Right? It gets okay if we put some other form of integer. It does the calculation. However, if we put a string, there is no way for Python to convert this string into an integer. Therefore, it gives us a value error. Again, there are so many different errors out there. Assertion error. We have assertion error, attribute error, EOF error, import error, so many, keyboard interrupt. All of these are errors. I do encourage that you do take the time to research these errors, see what they are, see when they can occur, just so that if they do pop up in your code, you will know immediately why these errors occur and how to fix them. Again, what the Python interpreter always do is to show you a traceback. It shows you the line where the error is, and it also shows you that line of code, right? What it doesn't show you is how to fix it. Therefore, you will have to do your research and come up with your solutions to fix this error. For example, right here, this error is easily fixed by removing the string. We could remove the entire thing, or we could enclose integers in the string, and as it is explicitly stated here, it will give us a decimal value. Guys, this is just a brief overview of the different errors that could pop up in Python. Again, there are tons of different errors that could occur for different reasons. You could visit python.org, see the documentation, and you could see the different errors, how to fix them, ideas, and so forth. If you do like this video, please tune in to the next one. We'll be going over regular expressions in Python. We'll be writing different expressions for different reasons, for searching, matching, finding, and so on. So stay tuned. If you like this video, if you're interested in learning more with us, we are Concept Dash. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know when we've uploaded our next video. We do look forward to you joining us. This channel was created for literally anyone who is interested in learning these different technical concepts. Maybe it could help you in your interview preparations. I've helped someone recently with regular expressions, and truthfully enough, it did turn up in their interview. So they were able to use what they've learned to help themselves be more confident and apply what they've learned to actually gain the job. So that person did get a job offer. We're very proud of that. We are very proud to be a part of your journey. So if you are looking to learn, please join us. We're here just to share knowledge and make a big community smaller and smaller using the technologies that we have. Doesn't matter what level you are in programming. If there is something here we can help you with, please leave a comment. We'll try to cover as much as possible. We are just here to try to help everyone learn. I'm sure we can learn from you as well. So we look forward to interacting with you. Thank you very much. This is Concept Dash.